wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, depends on when you're watching this. This is the Best ICT Gold Traders channel, and I'm gonna be reviewing uh, a loss I took today. I was bullish, I'm still bullish. It's just this thing of me actually marrying a narrative, a bias, marrying a bias. Oh my god, tongue twister. Marrying a bias, yeah, of course. So, as you can see, took out this high from yesterday, displaced above it, and then reached our draw of liquidity, drawn liquidity that we had last week from last week. Perfect. From the past weeks, actually, that's perfect. So, we had a daily turtle soup. So, like I said, I was bullish. So, I was looking at a 4 hour inefficiency. I did see the turtle soup, but yeah, I'm gonna get more into it and why I actually really lost this trade. These these trades I was taking. I took two losses, but ideally I wanna focus on why I took them and why I didn't want to marry the idea that we're bearish. But it was more of a lesson than a loss today. But then again, and losses don't mean anything as long as you manage your risk. And I did manage my risk. So I'm out here trying to do better next time, which I definitely will, because I learned a lot from this. And yeah. So we traded to a 1 hour CB. It's on the far left. These are just screenshots for my journal, for my digital journaling. I'm just putting it on video so that next time traded to that. And then if you go down on the lower time frame, we didn't get a change in state of delivery. Also, on the lower time frame, that's the 5 minute chart. This is the hourly chart right there. We didn't get a change in state of delivery. So, uh, obviously, because one, it's sort of like messy price action, given the fact that it's a bit messy up there because we had the new day opening gap, right? Yes. So, it's completely fine. I didn't get the CISD. That's why I didn't want to marry the idea that we're gonna go lower. So the fact that we had this change in state of delivery, and then okay, let me just focus on the hourly chart for now. The fact that we had this change in state of delivery right there, we traded to this inefficiency. This is your institutional order flow entry bill. We traded to this inefficiency, stayed on the lower half, failed to trade to the new day opening gap. That shows heaviness. And I, for one, wasn't seeing it that way. But it's completely fine. Losses are part of the game. You're going to lose. Losing is inevitable. As long as you don't avoid it, you're going to be good at the end of the day. And then we get that inversion right there. I don't know if there's a volume imbalance. Yeah, there's no volume imbalance. So that's an inversion right there. So that means that we've been bearish. We've really been bearish since Asia. I did wake up during Asia for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. So if we go down to the lower time frame, as we traded to it, Asia, as we traded to the inefficiency on the 5 minute chart, changing state of delivery, higher, retracement into the auto block, propulsion block, new week opening gap, low hanging fruit, that's your target. So I could have entered here, and then I enter pyramid here, move my stop here, and then my target gets reached. It was a great trade if I took it, but definitely next time, I'm gonna take more time to analyze this. So why was I going long? Okay. Uh for one, I saw these lows, session lows that were left untagged. And then Asia, I was on the 3 minute. On the 3 minute, we had a change in state of delivery. The this here, let me go back to the hourly. See this? This is a fair value gap that I was going long off of. Given the fact that these lows were swept on the 3 minute, we had a change in state of delivery right there. Yeah, I entered somewhere. And then I got a lot. Yeah, I think my stop did get hit. Yeah, then you just slow grind it to the new week opening gap, which is completely fine. My bias is still bullish. I'm planning on taking a trade on that BC and leaving a runner to the new day opening gap just to mitigate my losses. And this high, London high, is gonna be a target for me. We have news later, possibly in the afternoon. I can also find that trade. But yeah, now let's focus on the reason why I lost. I wasn't honestly focused enough. Yeah, I wasn't focused enough, and I did see what was happening. I wasn't focused enough, and I had married the idea that we were gonna, like, I'm really bullish, forgetting that narrative can go in play. I mean, overall we are bullish, but since we reached our target, we can look for reversal setups plus a daily turtle soup. That, like, if you have a daily turtle soup and you we traded to a PD array that formed that daily turtle soup. Oh my god, that is a beautiful, beautiful sign to enter a counter trend trade. So I journaled everything down on my notepad, on my journal, on my physical journal. This is just a digital journal. And I really know why I went wrong, and definitely next time I'm gonna avoid the same mistake. These are lessons. Like I said, losses don't mean anything as long as you learn from them and you manage your risk. But you know, and I was also, I don't know if I mentioned that I was just a bit, honestly, a bit overconfident. Yeah, I was pushing the hand a bit. Yeah, yeah, because our target had already been reached, so I didn't have a reason. That was the ending, like typically the ending of my my bullish bias, honestly, to some extent. I don't know, it's just I think I could have found like better words to explain what I just said, but let me just try and say that if you are bullish and you have a target, once it gets reached, don't try and force the idea of we're gonna continue going higher unless price tells you other. Here, price told me otherwise. Here, price told me that we were not ideally supposed to continue high. One, my target was reached. Two, uh, we traded into a PD array, a premium array, and we respected it. as you can see 50% of that. Beautiful. Sensitivity, huge sensitivity. So this was just a sign that we're supposed to rip lower. And then on top of that, when you see a lot of down close candles like this, and you see very few up close candles, the that means that we are in a buy program. When you see bearish PDRAs being disrespected, bullish PDRAs being disrespected, that means that we are in a buy. But like I said, this hourly inefficiency is in a 4 hour inefficiency. So the 4 hour inefficiency was my last line of defense. We did get a change in state of delivery on the 15 minute, but your model will always form, but it's not always what it's not always okay. What's certain is that your model will always form, but you making money off that you making money off of that setup, off of your model, it's not certain, you know. But it's definitely okay. It's normal. It's part of the game, and we'll definitely mitigate these losses. If not today, then tomorrow. But I'm not trying to push anything today. But if I do get it, that would be great. Uh, yeah, that's just it for the video.